Hey everybody, it's Carlos and Sandy Lee. This is season 6 of Off Your Flosser Podcast.
So warm up those chuckle muscles, guys, because we're about to give them a workout. You good? You hot?
Yep. Hot flash. Okay, so let me explain something. One of my strengths, you've done that 5 strengths or whatever.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Top 5. It's like Clifton or Clifton. I don't know. It's just some big
like a management,
thing.
Yeah,
something like that. Okay. Yeah. So one of mine is adaptability.
Okay.
So
I can see that.
I do well with change. I do well with different situations. But let me explain something about me. Excuse me. My coworkers have found this out. My immediate reaction is like almost like anger. Like, because I'll come in, I'm off Wednesdays, I'll go back on Thursdays, and something's moved or changed, and I go to get said item, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, we're moving stuff again? But within 5 minutes, I'm fine. And I'm like,
Gotcha.
Oh, okay, we just moved something. But my immediate reaction is just, I flip out.
Would you say creature of habit? Is that a strong thing?
Not necessarily, because I'm like, when I was a kid, we moved around a lot, and I didn't mind. Like, I adapted really well to that. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just, in my old age, I'm...
You're set.
Yeah,
You're set.
I guess. Maybe.
I feel like in the world of hygiene, you sort of have to be adaptable, right? Would you say that? Is that accurate?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everybody's different and stuff.
You know.
But where you put stuff in the office, that shouldn't change every week. Just saying.
No.
Just
in your own office, no. But I'm saying, like, I used to temp way back in the day. And,
that's the epitome of
holy
adapting.
Shit, dude. You're like, okay, wow. So everything's across the room. Okay, all right. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where, like, this doesn't make any sense, but whatever. You know, this is your house. Right. You do it your way.
Right.
And
you're like, I'll just get through the day and never come back.
Yeah. Okay. Mental note. You know.
Before we go further, let's say this is episode 214.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And it is the 18th of February, and we've been discussing, it's obviously no secret that we've been skipping some months here and there. We've been, traipsing through the year with spatterings of podcasts, but recordings. But I think we're getting back on track.
A restructuring, if you will.
Sure, yeah. My thing is, and what we were discussing is, we've been doing this for 6 years?
Yeah. And
at some point, this was our lull. For me, it was like, in my whole life, not just the podcast situation, but my whole life, I'm just like, I need a break. I need to just slow down. I need this, I need that. So for me, that's kind of what it was. But for you, I know that you've picked up days for work. Yeah. You've been doing the comedy thing, and that's been going well. Like, you've got a lot going on. So me being a lazy bum and you traveling, it just worked not in our favor to do recordings. So
I'll say this: I think most people would have quit, but I think since
100%, yes, you're right.
Since we're good like that. Like we don't talk sometimes for, and it's weird,
like a couple
3-4
weeks or whatever,
and then we just pick right up. Hey man, what's up? And you're like, oh shit, oh hey, and it's like we pick right up. And again, I think it's a disservice to the listeners. But all right, we've redone some things. I'll say this: like 3 weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago, I was in Cancun with Curran, the gentleman who won, Dennis Got Talent a couple years ago. Yeah, doing a business development thing, and I got a chance to do some stand up in Cancun, in Playa del Carmen, to be honest with you, which is south of Cancun. Which is, I mean, it was a fast weekend, but it was so informative. And if you're struggling with your business, check them out. known as the retreats guy online, and Karan is I can't pronounce his last name, and I'm sorry, dude, but Sandy, seriously, I know we haven't unpacked that, but it was just amazing as far as information is concerned.
So
and then last weekend, unfortunately,
why?
I had to leave town to go to a funeral. A friend of mine lost their 29-year-old son, and it's just a tragic event, and and it's one of my longtime friends, and it was his fiance's son, and so I've known her and him since high school and before then. So I had to go, represent and go check on the parents and stuff like that. But it wasn't a fun visit,
No.
But I still, I felt just horrible.
You gotta support.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we've been moving and grooving, and then on the 15th, can I brag a little bit?
The 15th of this month.
Yeah, like just 3 days ago.
Okay.
Your boys' dry bar special finally dropped.
Yes, dry bar.
Drybarcomedy.com.
Everybody's heard of that. Everybody's heard of dry bar.
Use the code Carlos Rodriguez, RODRIGUEZ, to get a free month membership. So check it out. But
cool.
it was so long ago, I forgot what I talked about on it.
Yeah.
And they did an amazing job. But that's the same people that's Angel Studios, the same people that did The Sound of Freedom and those guys.
Yes, I saw that and I was like, oh wow, okay. I love that. It's it's a Christian based movie studio. And sidebar with the dry bar, Sound of Freedom, that was passed around and Disney didn't want it. Another studio didn't want it, so it was just going to sit there. It was not going to be made. But then Angel Studios picked it up and made it a movie. And thank goodness they did, because isn't that a huge issue right now? And why wouldn't that be?
How is child trafficking not on everybody's radar? I don't understand that. You know what I mean? But
I don't know,
but yeah,
I'm glad the movie was made. Thank you, Angel Studios.
Yeah, and shout out to those guys.
That's so
that's
cool.
Such a dark
that
subject, man. I did that the whole topic.
I know.
Just creeps me out. But that guy, that was the Jim Caviezel again, bro.
He played Jesus in the Passion of the Christ. I love that man.
This. Yeah.
Anyway, so dry bar. I see their little tidbits on TikTok and Facebook Reels and all that stuff all the time. And when you said you were gonna do it, I was like, oh my gosh, Carlos, this is amazing. This is so cool. And they did a really good job.
Yeah,
you did an amazing job.
They make you look good, man. Those guys are. It's a professional setup, man. And
yeah, you could tell. I mean, it looks so good.
At one point, I'll have to put a clip out when they give me the details on how to release, because there's contract stuff, so you have to release it the right way. And,
gotcha.
Where if you notice the wall behind me is all cupcakes.
I did not notice.
And I'm like, really? You have a wall of cupcakes behind me? I feel like crawling this thing. I go ahead, the curtain open up any sooner. You see me climbing up this thing like a fat Spider-Man, just trying to take a bite.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like a fat rock climber. But dude, they were really, really cool and just, super nice. And so check it out, man. Drybarcomedy.com. Go check it out. See what you think.
Yeah. The other thing is, I think we shared it on all our social medias and stuff like that. So I hope that this is that break that you have been hoping for and you just go viral and crazy. When I looked at it the other day, it had 205 shares. And when I was looking at the other videos that they had released, there was another one that had a bunch, but most of them had 30, 40. You had 205 shares.
What's that right now? Just while we're talking. Now that
I don't even know.
It's not a contest, but
No, but that's people share things that they find interesting, funny, important, and the reviews, everybody commenting says that's hilarious, that's what I want to say to patients, all that stuff, and they share because they find it hilarious. On
their website right now, it's at 555
shares.
Yeah.
Dang. It was at
pretty
205. Dang, Carlos. That'll be nice. Anyway, so let's catch up. It's been I think couple months since we've actually recorded. I'll just update. Did I tell you about my hot tub? I was going to get a hot tub.
Yeah, I remember you were getting it. I don't know if you've gotten it yet.
So I got it. I love it. We have a big TV screen that we can pull out. It's on a stand on wheels, so we pull it out and we watch movies out there. We were watching Fifth Element yesterday. The thing is, though, because I've managed my pool for like 3 seasons now. The chemicals, like keeping the water clear and stuff like that. The hot tub is it's testing my patience. And I get it because, like, the less water you have, the more things will affect it. So, like, when we get in there, not having the chemicals right, you'll know it, like, pretty much right away. So, I've been messing with that a little bit because I want, like, that cool, clean, crisp water. Yeah. And right now it's cloudy, and I don't like that. So, you have a sauna, but would you get a hot tub?
Yeah, it's funny you say that because my wife was just talking about, wanting to get a concrete thing poured out there and put in a hot tub. And I'm like, you want a hot tub?
She's wanting to go all out.
Yeah, but then we got to build an awning thing, and it's just, it's a whole thing.
See. Yeah. Like,
I don't know. Our house is probably one of the oldest ones in the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
It's funny to say cul-de-sac because it sounds a little bougie, but growing up, it was just considered a dead-end street.
Right. Right. Yes.
You know what I mean? At least it wasn't Jersey, and it was.
And now it's all French. Cul-de-sac.
my buddy Joel has a joke. He goes, he grew up in a trailer park, right? He goes, they call it a mobile home, but you're stuck, right?
Yeah.
And it's just a perfect joke because it's like you're stuck physically, financially. You know what I mean? It just hits kind of hard.
You're just stuck in life. And your mobile home does not even have wheels.
But a dead end street is just can't be depressing. You know what I mean? I remember my aunt lived at a place, and it was called School Street, to be honest with you. And and it was like right off the edge of the highway, and it was like the one of the buildings, like the last one, like it wasn't a full size building, like they were like 3 stories, right? But this was kind of shaped like triangular for some reason, just to get it to wedge it in there. It's just the weirdest shaped thing. Yeah, and it's like right off the damn highway, and anyway. But yeah, dead end street is no joke.
Dead end street. Yeah.
My point is, I don't have a covered porch, and I'm like, damn, bro, because the sun out here in the summertime, dude, is absolutely brutal. So we're gonna get like an awning thing, and it's just become not an awning, but what am I talking about? That covered,
like a
gazebo
pergola,
type of thing. Yeah, something like that.
Pagoda, a pergola or something like that.
The thing with the top on it that has the 4 posts and stuff like that, and it's bolted into the ground.
A canopy.
Maybe I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, though.
Just
like
something you can sit under without getting wet in the rain. Yeah, circus tent.
It's a circus tent, is what it is.
I dare you to get a red and white striped one.
We have that playing 24/7. Oh, yeah. So she wants one. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
So the brand I got is called Nordic. It's a less expensive brand. So it probably doesn't have as much power and stuff like that as the other ones. Okay. But I mean, it works perfect for me. And it was probably $3,000 or $4,000 less than like Cal Spas or something like that.
What would be the benefit of spending extra? What you get, like more power, stronger jets?
Yeah. So, and there's one level up than the one I got, and it has an extra motor and more jets.
Okay.
I think that's about the only difference. But these other ones, they are like a lot more powerful. The jets, the way the seats are, just things like that.
Sure.
You can get Bluetooth. The lighting's different. Like all these things.
And
for
it's not
me,
just a thing. It's an experience. right?
Right. It's a little different. Like if I had gone the next step up, I would have spent probably $2,000 more or so. It would have had a Bluetooth radio. It would have had more jets. It would have had 2 motors instead of just the one. But the motor I have on this one is a 3 horsepower, and the step up has a 2 horsepower and a 3 horsepower. So if you turn all the jets on, it's 5 horsepower.
Gotcha.
So
it's like 2-wheel drive versus 4-wheel drive.
Sure, it's just an extra bell and whistle.
Yeah, it's just a little bit extra.
So for me, I this is great. I might at some point, same thing with the pool. Like, I bought this cheap like metal frame setup pool because I want a pool, and 3 years from now I might go, you know what? This one's starting to wear out. I need an above ground pool, and that's what I would get. Just to see if I would use it as much as I think I would.
Right.
And that's why, like, so for me, getting a lower end model or, spending less makes sense to me because, 5 years from now, I might want a bigger, better, blah, blah, blah,
Now you're a full-blown hot tubist. You know what I mean?
I'll be a bougie hot tub girl.
That's kind of why I bought that. That's not why I bought it, but I wanted a bike, right? Like that scooter, right? So I didn't want to drop $25,000 to realize, hey, this ain't for me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
7 G's out the door. I'm like, all right, I don't, I can sell it pretty much for what I bought it for.
Right.
I might lose a little bit, but it's not gonna sting.
Right.
But dude, I love that damn thing, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do. But I don't want a big, heavy bike. I mean, this is heavy enough. It's like 400 pounds, dude.
Yeah.
That's a heavy.
Yeah.
I don't need an 800-pound bike. I'm not going to Idaho on the damn thing. I'm just getting to work, I drove it to the dealership to finally get the new key done and the electronics and all that.
Yeah.
And they were like, dude, we're going to have to hold on to it, bro. I thought it was just something you can just plug and play. And they were like, nah, we got to program it. So I had to have my son pick me up. It's like an hour and a half away, right? And I'm like, dude, I really don't want to come back out here. They were like, you know what? It's our fault. We're delivered to you.
That's right.
Fine. That's fine. And he goes,
Look at that.
Somebody's going to drive it? He's like, no. We're going to trailer it out to your place, man. I'm not going to drive it. You crazy? And I'm like, all right, that's fine. It's fine by me. It's a 3-hour round trip for some kid. You know what I mean?
That's how rich people do this stuff. The other day, my Bronco needed an oil change. It's needed it for a minute, but I work every day. And John goes, oh, well, if you call the dealership, they'll come pick it up, take it back, do the oil change, and drop it back off. And I was like, what? You serious? So they called the valet service. I have never felt more rich and famous than somebody coming to pick up my car and then bring it back.
And then bring it back all done.
What?
They probably took it through the car wash too,
They did not, but anyway. But wow. I got the club car wash deal. So anyway, But I was like, wow, this is amazing. Like, is this how rich people do it?
That's how the other half lives, dude. We got a little taste of it. Now we're spoiled,
Now, yeah. So guess who's going to get oil changes right on the money now?
You better.
That's right. Have you watched those TikTok videos where they detail cars and they like steam clean the seats and?
Oh yeah.
Do you get addicted to that? Yes. Yeah. And is that a hygiene stuff, like dude. Thing? A hygienist? Like, we love that before and after, like clean. And then the rugs. They'll take this rug that you're like, that isn't even a rug. That's just a pile of mud. Yeah, and they clean it. And then afterwards, you're like, dang, it was a rug.
What do you mean?
You watch those?
Like the ones with it's the house, like the house rug, like a 6x9 or something like that?
Yeah. They take it in this one room. And
what are you
like,
doing to your rugs so you get them that caked up with dirt? Jesus Christ, man.
I'm thinking it's a house that was flooded or something.
Or do you have a horse or something that sleeps on
it?
You know what I mean? It's just... They're filthy. But I was just watching that the other day with my wife, and we threw a rug away. And I'm like, where are these places? I watched the videos. And she's like, I don't know. I've never seen one, but,
Well, you know what? Oh, you know what I did? I had this bit, like, it was probably a 3-foot circle rug. I tried to do like they did it. I took it outside, sprayed it with the hose, scrubbed in some. It worked. It looked really good. And then the dog
How do you dry a damn thing?
I just set it out in the sun. That's all I did. Set it out in the sun for the rest of the day because it was during summer. And then as soon as I put it back inside, the dogs like scoot their butt on it and stuff. You know, it's like, well,
Damn
there
dogs.
goes that. I'm really like in my Amazon cart. I have the washable rugs, and I think I'm gonna get a couple of those.
I think we have a couple of those by the back door for the dogs.
Does it work?
Yeah, she bought 2 of them, and we just
throw it in
rotate
the
them
wash?
out. Yeah, it's heavy. You gotta set that sucker outside somewhere. You know what I mean, or in the garage. You know, after you spin it for a while.
Right.
But,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know she was doing that, to be honest with you. I'm like, what is this? She's like, oh, I got 2 of them. They're washable. I'm like,
You don't put
really?
them in the dryer?
I don't think she does. I think it's got like that, kind of like a rubber backing. I don't want it to melt, or I don't know. I don't know why, but it's like microfiber. I mean, and the house is clean, but they're wet. I would imagine they're pretty heavy, but it's not that heavy, you know.
So you like vacuum it off and then throw it in the wash?
Yeah, just shake it loose and then just throw it in the wash, man.
I'm getting some.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
There was something I wanted to tell you. Oh, did you say you had a dog get sick?
It's okay. So I got 2 dogs right now. So Sophie, by the way, she's amazing.
Wait a minute. 2.
So Shelby, she was up puking. She got diarrhea. And then this morning, Sophie didn't want to eat her food, and she was like, when John was like putting the food in the bowl, normally the dogs run in there. She just sat on the couch.
I'm confused. How? What happened to your other dogs?
No. I have 4. 2 of them are sick. 2 of them are fine.
Oh, shit. Okay. I was like, Jesus Christ, you went through a tragedy? You didn't even tell me about it? You know what I mean? Okay.
No, 2
That's
of my
horrible.
4
I'm
dogs
sorry.
are sick.
I was like sad for a second. I was like, you're just gonna glaze over that and not even touch it? What are you talking about?
2 dogs died, and then the other 2 were sick, and it's like, man,
by the way,
puking
what
everywhere.
are you doing on Sunday? You know, like no, wait a minute, we gotta talk about. Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
No, 2 of my 4 dogs are sick. And it's just one of those things, you know. They eat something out of the yard. Shelby loves her own crap, so there's that.
So gross.
And then Abby and Sophie have been digging in the dirt. The thing is, like, we built on a pasture land, like where cows were at some point. So in the dirt, in the clay, in the sandstone, whatever, there's probably like cow crap that has been buried for years. And now it's like part of the ecosystem or whatever, you know.
That's probably some good soil, though. Your garden is probably amazing.
Certain things do very well in the garden. But yeah, so they'll dig and then they'll start eating the dirt and the clay dirt and stuff. And I'm just like, you know, just stop it.
Damn it.
Just stop it.
Well, your boy Butter the other day, I'm home alone and let him out 10:30, 11 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
And I get up in the morning and there's puke in the bed, all right? And I go downstairs and he had the runs all night, dude. It was a flipping nightmare. But I was like, I'm out the door. I can't do anything about it. And I texted my wife. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry, but when you get home, you're walking into a
surprise
nightmare. Sorry. So, we got to shampoo everything. We had to throw stuff out. I mean, it's just, like, how's one little 30-pound dog have that much crap in him? I don't understand. What the hell did he eat? And luckily, the other 2 didn't get whatever it was that he got.
Yeah.
But we found a dead mole. Is that a thing? Like a mouse type of thing? Oh,
it's a mole rat or a vole with a V, V-O-L-E, a vole.
Okay. Because he was good size. And so I chewed this thing up. Yeah.
How big was?
Maybe like
so it was probably a straight up mole then.
Like a damn size of like a fat, like an overweight hamster. You know what I'm saying? Not like a G pig.
Yeah. Did it have a little nubby tail?
You know what? I couldn't tell, but I figured maybe it got chewed off. I don't know, but it looked. Butter's a psychopath. I told you about the time he chewed up a baby possum and it puked it in my bed. Jesus.
Oh. Sounds like Butter has lost his rights to sleep on the bed.
And it touched my leg, dude.
Oh.
She's already in bed, and I lay down, and it's like cold and wet, and I'm like, "What is that?" I thought it was poop, right? And I turned the light on, and I was like, "God, but I'm gonna go take a shower and sleep downstairs. I can't even with these wild animals." Well, how do you swallow a whole? I mean, that's gross, dude.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
It's all innocent and sweet, but he's just a damn savage. You know?
That's why I don't let any dogs lick me in the face, because that's the crap that they eat.
Yeah.
And then people are like, "Oh, I love you so much. You lick me right in the mouth," and I'm like, "Ugh, sick." But yesterday, because we had snow, we get in the side by side, and John, like, he's whipping around donuts and stuff, and I had Sophie in my lap. Shelby, I had my arm around her. Shelby ended up getting sick and puking.
Oh.
Like, she got car sick because he was doing too much. Well, she puked on my leg. And, but I felt bad for her. And now she's been sick since then. So maybe, whether it's just having a sensitive stomach, maybe we stressed her out too much or something. I don't know.
Yeah, she's probably scared maybe, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I saw a thing, and I don't know, it's unrelated, but it was one of those anaconda, one of those giant snakes, right? And it had swallowed like a deer, like a small deer, right? And no. I think this was chickens. Anyway, it was a snake that eaten some sort of animal, right?
Yeah.
And when they were trying to capture it to get away, it puked that stuff up so it would fit through the same, some other hole or whatever, you know?
Yes.
And I'm like, how horrifying is that, dude? You know?
Were they alive?
The thing he swallowed? No. They strangle it first.
They probably,
and then,
yeah.
Well,
that happened.
And then they swallow it.
That
Can
happened.
You imagine being strangled to death by one of those things?
John went out to get the eggs from the chicken house. This is at our old house. And there was a black snake that had just swallowed an egg. So it's like its head and then a big lump. Well, he went and got like a stick and started messing with it, and it spit the egg out and then slithered away. Yeah. Black snakes are not, they're not venomous. They're kind of good for the environment, that sort of thing. But for John, it's like any snake is a dead snake, or the only good snake is a dead snake. They call it a nope rope. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm with them because I don't know enough about snakeology to risk my life by not getting bit by something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think I saw. I was mowing the lawn last summer and like a baby rattlesnake, dude. And from what I understand, those things are more dangerous
because they don't know how to control their venom, and they'll give you everything they got.
Yeah, he was. I didn't know, but he met the business end of a shovel, and
yeah. John's found a couple of them.
Yeah.
We found it was probably a 3 or 4 foot long rattlesnake up in the old house in the woods. And I feel like I've told this story before, but yeah, John went and got the shotgun because, like, I mean, first of all, venomous. Second of all, it's a snake. Nope rope. Anyway, I'm like, ooh, I want to see it. So I run up there and I got my flip flops on, and he goes cha-cha pow, and it probably went 3 different directions. So I'm like looking for it, and John goes stop, and I was like, what? John, like, says stop, don't move, and I was like, what? And he goes, its head is right there. And I was like, I still didn't see it. He had to come up and point it out to me. With me wearing flip-flops, it can still bite.
Oh, yeah.
With the venom. So, like, John, I should have listened to him the first time when he said stop. But,
stop. What are you doing wearing flip-flops anyway? I'd have been mad at you. But
I don't know.
I saw a guy on TV. They were out in the desert somewhere. Mm-hmm. They shoot one. He cut its head off, right? And he goes to pick it up. It spun around in his hand and bit him in the thumb.
Oof.
Dude, an hour away from the Jeep. By the time they get there, his hand looks like a damn melon.
Oh, no joke.
Stop playing with venomous snakes, people. It's not a rabbit. You know what I'm saying? Leave it alone.
Do you ever, like, when something like that happens, do you ever, like, in your head go, okay, this is what I would have done? Like, okay, so say you got bit in the thumb, like, immediately I would, like, look for something and just wrap my, like, tight tourniquet type thing on my thumb.
Is the whole sucking the venom thing out, is that a real thing?
You're not supposed to do that.
So it's not real?
Maybe back in the day, because they would draw, like, a little X with a knife and then try to suck it out. But my thing is,
for sure.
I think I read somewhere that, like, if you have any mouth sores at all, then you can get the venom too.
Huh.
So I don't know.
Because that's the difference between a poison and venom. You can eat venom because it's protein. It's like insulin, right?
Oh, okay. So instead of it going into your bloodstream,
it has to be injected, son. You know, and that's why it's more. You can lick snake venom. Where I don't know how you would do that without getting your face bit off, but they inject it. It's over. That's a different animal. You know what I mean?
Huh. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know.
I think that's true. I don't know. It sounds real, but do your own research, folks. So don't take my word. This is a comedy podcast. If you listen to me, then you're just as stupid as the guy who picked up that rattlesnake head. Right?
Yeah.
You listen to
disclaimer.
Our
don't
dumbass
listen to us.
story, you know? I'm with
all right,
John,
man.
Dude. Anyway.
Yeah. Any snake is blown apart. I don't know.
I don't know enough about them. I'll leave them alone. But
yeah.
Anyway.
All right,
cool.
buddy.
Welcome back.
Yeah. We'll try to do better, people.
Yes,
we know there's some of you really counting on us, and we're going to do our best to save the world.
One laugh at a time.
Yes.
But yeah, thanks again, everybody, and check out the dry bar thing. It's a big deal for me, and I appreciate it. Sandra, any last words?
No, just go floss yourselves.
That's pretty much it. You guys know what to do. Go floss yourselves. Peace.
Episode 214. Outie.